I spend around 2-3 hours every day after work by editing videos. I have developed a kind of habit. It would be great to continue with it. So let's make, for example, Apple Watch review. So here it is. If I forget the fact that it is terribly ugly and too fragile, oh damn, I already scratched the display. I have it on the second day. We can start talking about its features and benefits. First and... come on, are you kidding me? First and foremost, I have to say that this watch motivates me to move more. It reminds me to breathe more, it forces me to stare more on it. It is possible that I spend more time by using it because it's a still novelty for me. Okay, what should I start with? I like its control. It's very intuitive and much easier than my Garmin Fenix 5X Plus has. Best example is using maps. If you want to move the map in Garmin, prepare to be patient. There is no touchscreen, so every operation is by buttons. But there are only 5 buttons and you want to zoom up in and out, move it up and down, left and right, and of course you need a button for step back and one for marking a place. That's altogether 8 operations, so one of those 5 buttons you have to use for switching functions for other buttons. With Apple Watch you work the same way you do with your smartphone, with the only difference in zooming. For zooming you use the side wheel called digital crown. Okay, display. It's still small for my taste, but that's the only reproach. It has very good colors and good visibility even in direct sunlight. Resolution is only 448 by 368 pixels, but it's sufficiently fine also for photo viewing. You are not able to recognize pixels. Battery life 18 hours? Oh. My Garmin holds 7 till 9 days without charging. I know, display. But still, Apple, please improve battery life. Hey, I tell you a secret, it's 2019. It's quite annoying to charge watch so often. I would like to monitor sometimes my sleep, but night is the only time when I have time to charge my watch. Next, processor, chipset or how it's called today, doesn't matter. So or so, name S4 or 64-bit dual-core doesn't say me anything. What does say me something is how fast it responds to my commands. And the speed of response is super quick. I didn't experience any lag. Okay, hardware check. Let's go to functions and apps. My most favorite are maps. It's the fastest way how to find out my position. For instance, when I'm traveling by train and need to know how much time do I have till I have to get off. Phone calls like Night Rider. I was laughing about this function until I was on bicycle with ringing phone in my backpack. No need to explain.
Witajcie w społeczności Orange. Wybierzcie si prosím z nasledujúcich možností.
Hello.
Prewitanie PUK kódu, zablokowanie a odblokowanie SIM.
Mails, short messages, weather, reminders, music remote controller and so on. That was my first reaction on those functions. Who wants to read any text on such a small display? But do you remember on your first mobile phone with colorful display? It wasn't much bigger, was it? All those apps are very easy to use even with that small display. This watch also takes care on your health. The ECG application is very interesting. It records an electrocardiogram showing the electrical pulses that beats your heart. Based on these pulses, the ECG application measures your heart rate and checks that the atria and ventricles of your heart beat synchronically. If they are asynchronous, this may be a sign of atrial fibrillation, and if you feel somehow bad, this app can advise you in time that you should find a doctor. Moreover, your watch regularly monitors your heart rate without opening any app, and in case of extraordinary deviations reminds you that something is happening to your heart. For example, at a time when you do not exercise or do no physical activity and your heart rate jumps too high, I don't know, for example 180, your watch will warn you to consider what might cause it and, if necessary, call a doctor. Obviously, it has automatic recognition of workout. That means that if you forgot, for example, to start tracking your run, it will suggest you to do so after a while of running, and it will have in history also a record of your run to the point when you started tracking this run. Okay, what's the difference between Nike Plus and classic Apple Watch edition? Besides original Nike strap and Nike watch faces, has Nike Plus edition the Nike Run Club and Nike Training Club apps with a large selection of exercises and trainings. Did I say the word Nike today? Conclusion. It is very good watch with big amount of functions and super easy control, but not as durable as Garmin. Watch the glass of my Garmin after 18 months. Speaks by itself. Ciao.